oil production or oil refineries, and even under normal conditions, it has less than a month's supply of petrol, diesel, jet fuel, and liquefied petroleum gas or LPG.
The vast majority of the country's tuk-tuks run on LPG, which has soared in price.
The fares for the ride-hailing apps we work with don't increase. They don't adjust in line with the rising gas prices. It's very hard to make a living. Even affording 3 meals a day is difficult. It's sometimes not enough.
Those who've already made the switch to electric tuk-tuks are reaping the financial and time savings, with stations swiftly swapping out used batteries for freshly charged ones. To drive the shift to electric vehicles, since April 1st, the government has waived all import tax on EVs, as well as components such as batteries. The soaring price of cooking gas, meanwhile, has forced many to revert to cooking methods of old.
We have to use firewood for cooking for the time being. It's just not as convenient as cooking with gas, but we must save money because gas is so expensive.
Cambodia relies heavily on road transportation, and rising fuel costs are driving up the price of goods, including food. Farmers are not only feeling the pinch of rising fertilizer costs.
We need to use a machine to pump water for irrigation, which requires a lot of fuel. The other day when we dug up ginger, we didn't make a profit at all. In fact, we lost money because fuel prices are so high.
But it could all have been a lot worse. Already 60% of Cambodia's energy comes from renewable sources, such as hydropower, solar, and wind. It aims to increase that to 70% by 2030. The Asian Development Bank supported the Cambodian government's creation of the first national solar park.
If your grid is renewable, that provides you the backbone for the next step, which is e-mobility. What you do see in many countries is you may have the e-vehicle, but then the charging is relying on non-renewable sources. Here, we're actually walking that pathway of renewable on the grid and then vehicles as well.
Energy China has led several renewable energy projects in Cambodia.
The local government has canceled all the import tariff about the solar power and the best battery energy storage from other countries. So this kind of policy will give a big push for the development of the renewable energy.
I think the crisis creates a positive momentum for acceleration of renewable energy. Even our consumer behavior also change, which is very, very powerful.
For all the undoubted hardship it's causing here, by speeding up the transition to EVs and production of renewable energy, this fuel crisis is at least pushing Cambodia to move to a greener and more affordable future. Ryan Meltzer, CGTN, Phnom Penh.
Breaking news now. Yoon Suk-yeol, former president of the Republic of Korea, has been sentenced to 7 years in prison. Yoon was accused of ordering his security staff to obstruct law enforcement from detaining him in January 2025.
You might think you are better informed in an information age. The fact is, people are more often misled by misinformation. You might think every voice is heard in a digital world. The fact is, many nations and peoples are still underrepresented. And data poverty shuts out many. We at CGTN are committed to transcending the information gap and the digital divide. CGTN, bridging nations and civilizations